Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
You're in the mood today.
Here, welcome. Did you see what happened at the White House yesterday, at the Senate floor?
I saw the March on Israel. March for Israel.
Time out. We ain't there yet.
Well,
I'm
that
talking
was
about
at the White House.
Inside
No, I only
the
know what
Senate. Do you
happened
have
outside.
that video?
I do have the
All right, let's play that video and scuff it where we need it. Check this out. This is why the glasses. Check
I'm
this out.
scrubbing right now. Wait.
You're scrubbing?
I mean, you know, not for nothing.
I got it.
Clown and a fraud. Those posts came after the two clashed at a previous hearing. Look at that. Senate Health, Education, and Labor Committee Chair Bernie Sanders had to intervene.
You want to run your mouth? We can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
Turn up the
You wanna
speaker a
do it
little.
now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Let's stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
Oh,
guy.
stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay. Sit down, please.
All right. Can I respond, Mr.
Hold
Sim?
it. Hold it. If we can't, no, I have the mic. I'm sorry. Hold it.
Sounding like the actual
All right,
adult.
shut it down. Now, that is Bernie Sanders getting Bernie-ish.
What happened? I don't understand
So
anything.
the senator that was in the white shirt, he's the senator, was an FA, not an FAU. What do you call the fighter? That's because you got FAU on.
Oh, sorry.
MMA fighter, and he was born and he was elected into the Senate, and he got into it with this Teamster. Now you know the Teamsters don't back out from nobody, and the two of them said, "You want to handle this like men? Let's go outside. Let's go. They're gonna fight."
Are you talking about UFC?
No, MMA.
MMA. Okay,
He's a
just
fighter.
FAU, UFC.
Listen, drink your
ABC,
just
Mountain Dew,
sit-
MMA,
just sit in your corner.
UFC, MMA.
alphabetical order.
Just
WWE.
Just sit in your corner. But can you believe a U.S. senator and somebody in there that was testifying were going to go at it? He says, well, we could take care of this right now. And in that tape, if it goes on and on and on, they have history. They have this kind of history.
Can you imagine doing this for a living, just listening to people argue? I know what people arguing with me is doing to me for a living. I can't imagine doing this for a living, just arguing with people all the time.
So-
it is not in my genetic makeup to argue.
But you saw how Bernie Sanders got involved? That's why I'm wearing the glasses. I have my Bernie mittens on.
Good morning. You got your Bernie mittens on?
Bernie mittens, because he's like, wow, wow.
Freddie, you kind of look like you're part of the Blues Brothers right now.
No, Bernie. They're making fun.
I'm a soul
They're
man.
making fun of Bernie Sanders because what's Bernie gonna do? He said, act like a senator. Don't make me get Bernie eyes on you. So that's this whole thing. Remember when they used to call him the Bird, and they had the Big Bird and Bernie Sanders together, and it went all over the internet. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
feel the burn.
Feel the burn. So he says you don't want to feel the burn.
That was with Bernie from the Heat, right?
From the Heat, Bernie Sanders, the
But
guy.
Bernie was the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Big Bird.
Or whatever bird.
Wasn't it Bernie from the Miami Heat? I don't know.
All right, can you focus? It's a bird. Any bird. It could be a cockatiel. We don't care. But
It's
the funny,
Baxton's bird.
The funny thing is that can you imagine being in the greatest land in the world and having a senator challenge a guy to a fight?
Fist fight.
A fist fight. I mean, come on. That's like
That's
a,
what they say. The
Like-
children are watching.
It just proves that, like, what is happening, that the people in our Constitution and the U.S. government are wanting to get into fist fights.
So did you see also yesterday, after this scuff, the guy who used to be the Speaker of the House, they kicked him out for the first time in the history of our country? You know, they kicked him out because this madman from Florida had the votes and they kicked him out. So he was walking down the hallway and the guy that helped kick him out, he gave him an elbow to the ribs, right here. And hurt him, which I'm really happy he did that. If it was me, I would have probably worn my
What?
baseball
You're happy
shirt.
he did that.
Yeah.
See, but that's the problem. That is what's wrong with people right now in our society. Everyone's out for revenge and hurting another.
It's not that.
And tit for
It's
tat
not. No,
and
hold
eye for an
on,
eye.
hold
and-
on. Let's
What?
not get crazy.
What? But you're agreeing that someone should like elbow you.
So check it out. So the guy,
be like me going like this.
the guy, you do that all the time. So that guy Gates of Florida that started this thing, that kicked that guy out, he put in charges against him for a felony assault.
Good.
I'm
Assault.
telling you, what is wrong
It is
with
assault.
people?
Like, my
There's no
parents-
proof of it. There's
My
no
parents-
witness. There's no. He says no. I was walking in the hallway and he got in my elbow.
Okay, this is actually a similar story I have about my mother. I'm sure she'll be okay with me telling you this. But
I gotta meet your mom.
yeah, she was involved with a certain case, and there was a lady dressed up as the Monopoly man at the courtroom, and pretty much it was the Monopoly man was running up behind her and her client
With the mustache?
Yes, her and her client with a big money bag, and she could tell that she was about to throw all the fake money in the air around my mom and the fake client. So what she does, hi.
What did she do?
She like turns sideways and she makes it look indirect, but she elbows her. Like, get out of the way. Like, and it makes sense for me at least, because that is to protect. Because she is in charge to make sure that nothing happens to her client. She was doing her job.
An elbow is not doing your job.
Well, it was more of a like shoulder. Like,
It's the same thing the
get
guy
out of the
said.
way.
And I'm trying to tell Dawn. It's the same thing like in that there's
the
justifiable
problem.
defense.
Why do we have to even be to a point in our society that we're doing justifiable defense?
Okay.
What happened to people actually being
Okay.
upstanding
Hold on.
citizens and being nice to each other
Okay.
and opening the door and
So-
being kind?
so hold on, so
like
hold
when
on.
we're resorting to elbows?
So hold on. So I'm going to need Josh on this next bit because Josh, what is the NBA in tournament? What is that?
I have no idea.
The in tournament now is where teams play each other
Yeah, but
in the division where they stand.
no, I see that. But what's the sole purpose of it?
To give people in the division, like let's say the Knicks are 50 games out, if they play the top team, and you win, you get a game. It's to give them an opportunity to gain
Where's
ground
your
in the
mic?
standings.
They have the play-in tournament already for playoffs for that though.
Right, but this is during the year they do a play-in
Yeah,
tournament.
but they're doing it now.
They're doing it now.
That's
They
the
started
thing. The
yesterday.
season just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do it for a team. I don't know. It makes no sense.
Plus,
but
have you seen the courts?
yes,
courts
what
are
is that?
ugly.
I can't even see the players.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
too
here's
much
what I
color.
don't understand. Miami Heat. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars does it cost to change the color of your court for every game?
So they signed the contract
How much?
for all the teams that have this new court
So the
system.
Heat did the whole red court.
They got it for 50% off.
Okay, how much do they pay?
I don't know, 10 million, 50 million.
Thank you very
crazy.
much. So here's my issue, and I got lots of issues with this. They're spending, even if it's 10 million, even if it's 5 million, how many people don't have jobs right now? How many
Exactly,
people
right.
can't afford
No,
gas?
wait a minute.
Can't afford
Give him back the
food?
mic. Give him
But
back the
wait,
mic. We're not
but
finished
we
with
should
the
get
bit.
a red court for a day for $5 million.
All right, can we focus on the...
That is, I got an issue with that because
Okay,
I think
hold
we're
on.
putting our priorities in the wrong place.
Hold on.
So
Sorry.
I got-
Sorry.
So since we're talking about basketball, there was some news yesterday. So You know, like last basketball season, FAU, we went to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, we started our basketball season, and we had the first home basketball game
How'd you do?
of the year. We won. But there were kids parked, like, outside of the basketball stadium overnight, in the rain yesterday, camping out to get
in.
We broke a school record, and they had to turn people away from the basketball game. Every single student's seat
Even standing room.
was filled.
It was
That's
in the
amazing.
news.
Yeah, they, like, I don't even think they were letting people stand, because a whole bunch of my friends went, and they
No,
got
they were
kicked
sold out even standing
That's
room.
amazing.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that yesterday in the NBA with these strange courts that we'll get to in a second, they had a fight between Golden State and the Timberwolves. And the Golden State player's shirt was torn off of him. It got that physical. And you know Green from Golden State, he put a guy in a headlock and put his neck back and grabbed him. It's all over the news. They're thinking of suspending him for the season. Because he could have really hurt this guy.
Good.
He could have snapped the guy's neck the way he did it. So it just goes to show you.
The people got anger issues right now.
Well, it goes to show you the NBA is the least expensive sport to play. You see
$10
it?
million.
You see
the
it?
least expensive sport.
Because all you do is invest in basketballs, a hoop, and the floor one time. So this changing of the floor is the first time the NBA has changed anything in its history.
But they change it and then they change it back. So what do? They put all the wooden planks someplace in a closet for the next
Because they're
time?
trying to do what the NFL is doing.
Okay.
They're changing helmets and uniforms to rev up revenue.
Here's
Did you all see what happened to the hockey player a couple days ago?
Which one?
Adam Johnson.
What happened to him?
He was like on a game against another team, and I don't know, because I saw the video a while ago, but it was a little bit blurry. But basically, what happened was that another player from the other team like collided with him, and his the other guy's skate went up to his neck. He sliced it.
Yeah, I've seen, and that's not the first time that's happened.
see.
Do you know that these hockey players used to play without face masks, the goldies?
Really?
Yep. They never had helmets. They didn't have any of that back in the day when I used to watch it during the dinosaur days, yes. And one of the problems with the skates was they were so sharp that they could cut your neck. So what they started to do is they brought the jersey up higher with a piece of leather. And they
Is that helping?
And they put something around the blade so that if you turn the blade up, it doesn't cut you, but they still, it happened the other day, they still, it's like a knife, those blades.
Yeah, and the guy that sliced, he's getting charged for manslaughter.
You have a mic?
Man, is he dead?
No, but he went after him on
passed away,
purpose.
The guy who.
Yeah, he passed away, and the guy that did it is
Wow.
being charged for manslaughter because apparently something like that's happened before with the same guy.
Well, oh, so this isn't the first time he's. Like, did the last guy pass away? The last guy he did it to?
I have no idea.
I haven't heard anybody passing away, but I'm gonna look into that.
No,
Yeah.
he passed away. I read the news.
At the NHL level, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like,
It's terrible.
you were talking about the things, the court. What if they did like a projector screen on the court, so therefore they can project whatever they want to project on the court,
Well, that'd be a
and
cool
therefore they don't have
Yeah.
to change the court every single time.
That's cool, but there's players on the court.
Yeah.
The projection's gonna go on top.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Never
No,
mind.
I understand. I understand the marketing behind it. Except that some of the colors are so. Milwaukee's is the worst. That purple, it's like you can't see the players.
They did that, and then they also did city jerseys as well this year. And these city jerseys are so bland.
Wait, what are
They're
we talking about,
terrible
the NHL?
looking.
No, NBA.
Basketball.
They're just trying different things. You saw what they did with the NFL. The Lions, you see the Lions helmets? They changed them. Now, I love old-fashioned stuff. I think it's sacrilegious to change any helmet. I hate that. And the Lions, I used to love that helmet because they have they had Sanders, not Gary Sanders. They had Sanders on that team, and they changed it. It's a new helmet, and they only wear it one time. And you either love it or you don't love it, but
And
you
wear
buy
it one
it.
time. See, I got big issues with this. I'm looking at our economy, and I know Jalen told me, oh, the economy's getting better. I said gas prices are coming down. Last I checked, people still can't afford housing. You guys, I got half our crew here that aren't working with us anymore because they're out delivering for shipping companies and stocking packages because they can't afford for groceries. They can't afford to do things. They can't afford to get a job within the field that they're trained for, an undergrad or master's. So they're working for these big companies and loading boxes.
And
they're spending millions of dollars on a new basketball arena.
That's
They're
a
spending
business.
millions of dollars on a helmet to get rid of it. Why not?
It's a business.
Why
you
not
can't
take
tell.
some of this money and pay it
They
forward?
do.
Where
don't,
is it?
don't say that.
Where
Don't
is
say
it?
that. Look it up. The NFL pays a lot of money to places. The NBA, they all have charities. Don't say that.
Yeah, but there are people that are charities and there are people that are trying to make a living.
Listen, when I went to NYU, I used to deliver newspapers. And
Yeah.
I worked. I used to deliver cheese. And I worked. I went to work in construction. And I worked. I worked all summer. I blew out my left knee working. I don't want to hear that. Work is work. It's work. And if you can't find a job because everybody's on strike, or you can't find a job in your field, you got to do what you got to do to make your ends meet. Don't make it sound like the NBA is responsible for lack of.
I think the NBA is. I think there's a greater divide in our country right
What
now.
is the NBA supposed to do? Give their money away? They say, you know what? Let's take all the money we make and let's give it to everybody.
No, I think I know what Dawn means. Like, I don't feel like anyone should be struggling to make ends meet.
No?
I don't feel like that shouldn't be, no, I don't feel like that shouldn't be a thing. I feel
It
like
shouldn't be a thing?
no.
Everybody should. That's a communist thought that everybody should share the wealth, but even
No,
the
I'm not
communists
saying
don't do that
Share the
either.
wealth. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not saying everyone should share. I'm just
Okay,
saying
so
no
how
one
do
should
you
be
get to
struggling.
your point? How do you resolve that issue? Explain to me how.
That's what I don't know.
Well, then
But I'm just saying, like, I just think that no one should be struggling because it's just not
I
fair.
don't think anybody should be struggling either, but they're gonna.
They should just have their players date pop stars like what Travis Kelce did, and they blew up.
And share the money. Kelsey gave away, I think, half her tour when the guys went on strike. Didn't she
Taylor
pay?
Swift gave
Taylor
away
Swift,
tons of money.
yeah, she paid out all of her people like
so
$10,000.
what more you want? What more are you looking for? What do you want? You want to resolve all the issues by going like this?
Yeah. Hence why I'm going to be making some like magical dust or something, because I think we got a whole lot of issues to resolve, and that's why there's so much anger in the world. Because look, everyone's
that's why.
fighting.
That's
yeah.
why.
Because I think there's just an overwhelming sense of non-peace.
So that's like hitting lotto. Okay, so I hit lotto. Here's my lotto winning ticket for $100 billion. And I take it and I give it to Braxton. And you think that's going to happen?
Whether you're going to give it to Baxter?
I'm going to give it to him.
All of it?
Yeah. Well, I'll give it to her so that way she'll never struggle again. Ain't going to happen.
Never said I was struggling. But
I didn't say that. I'm saying so the thought comes up.
Yeah.
Never going to happen.
Why?
Because we live in a society that you look out for yourself before you look out for
But
others.
why are you saying that's the right way to be?
It's not the right way, it's the way.
So
it's
maybe,
the way it is.
So maybe we should change the society's
Okay,
concept,
show
and
me.
maybe we should look out for
Explain
others
to
as
me
well.
how, Lucy. I'm all in.
I don't know how, like Gretchen, I don't know, but maybe if we changed the mindset and we actually cared about other people, we'd have more people that cared about other people.
There are people that care about other people, but there aren't enough of them.
Well, then we
There's
need to
more
find
problems than there are resolutions.
Well, then we should try to reverse that situation, and instead of condoning all this money being spent on all of the haves, maybe some of the have-nots that are struggling. Look at healthcare. Look at all the things that people need money for, cancer treatments and things that you can't get testing because you need your insurance company to approve it, and all these people that are worried and suffering. And we've got another
But
$5 million basketball
but
court.
what about these ball players that grew up poor,
Yeah.
whose mothers work 20 hours a day, and she can't even walk anymore because of her diabetes.
And
this
I know
kid
they're
gets an
paying it forward to
NBA
their
contract worth $100 million. You're
Which
going to
is
take
great.
that away from him?
Absolutely not, because you've worked hard for it.
If you make a business and the business is worth billions, are you going to give half of it away because you feel bad at everything around
Would I?
you?
Probably.
Well, I guess we ain't never going to see that $100 billion.
So you could deal with $50 billion, couldn't you? And give pay it 50 forward.
It's irrelevant thought.
Why? 'Cause we don't
Irrelevant
have
gains.
$100 billion.
Irrelevant gains. You know, you can spend your whole life trying to even things up.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be the necessity of more.
It may not be evening, but at least some sort of fairness and compassion towards
You
others.
go to Pennsylvania, you got people living in their cars. You go down to Miami, you have people living in their
I think
cars.
I saw someone living in their car outside
But
here last
honestly
week.
speaking, now that we've brought this, now that you've broached this, you
They
ever
told
seen
me to take
anybody
a
live in the
commercial break.
street? You ever seen anybody live in the street? Have you? Have you ever gone over and go to McDonald's, pick up some food and give it to them?
No.
You ever bought a packet of water and give it to them? You go over and you look in your pocket, you got $50, $10, $1, you ever give it to them?
Yes.
Okay, so you've done that, but have you gone to get them food? Have you taken them home?
No.
I'm gonna tell you, try that. I know somebody that did. Took him home, cleaned him up. The guy was the CEO in New York. What the hell he was doing here, nobody knows. And they called his family. It took a week and a couple of showers, but they got it done.
But don't you think we should raise the level of compassion in our country for
Querida,
other people?
the problem is we don't.
But we should.
But we don't. And somebody has to step forward to do it.
So why don't we do that? Why don't we put out a campaign called Compassion for the holiday season? Why don't we try to spread some kindness and compassion and promote that instead of some of the hate and elbowing?
Okay.
You guys are on it?
Oh, you're always going to get the elbowing. You're always going to get the hate.
All right, we got to take a commercial
You're always
break.
going to get that. That's why I wore my dark glasses. Just
Our season
such
of
a sensitive
compassion. We are
issue.
going to start a season of compassion.
He'll be the face of it.
Baxton? He
Yeah.
would be the face of compassion, though. There's no one more giving than Baxton. Which is, if you look at his chakra chart,
It's all
the
over
only
the
thing
place.
in alignment is his heart,
And my life. And,
his heart and his soul.
and my roots.
That's it. Your heart and your
he's
soul.
like a
Everything
bag of
else
runaway
is out
marbles.
There. But this
A bag
man
of
is
runaway marbles.
centered
Did you
in
see
his
the
loving
chakra list?
compassion.
Were you here for that? You were here.
He
The chakras?
Shock.
He's like,
It's supposed to be like this. This is like this.
but his heart's centered.
Josh's jaw nearly hit the floor.
All right, we're going to take a commercial
Wants to
break.
know how you walk.
Compassion season in the cafe. More to come. We'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. Well, maybe I am. If you're buying a diamond ring for your wife, it's not cool to be cheap. If you're buying airline tickets, oh, it's very cool to be cheap and called Trip Amigo, where you can fly anywhere in the world and save up to 75% on over 500 airlines and 300,000 hotels. Plus, rental cars and vacation packages. Visit family, friends, or go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Go ahead, be cheap. We have special fares we're not allowed to publish. When you book your airline reservations with Trip Amigo, you'll spend your travel money when you get there, not by getting there. Call Trip Amigo now and mention the travel code AMIGO and save even more. Call Trip Amigo now.
701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. That's 701-581-9604.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Do you know she's writing a thesis
She's going for her master's.
on sustainability?
What the hell does that mean?
I knew you were going to know what that was.
What does that mean? Sustainability. Yes.
Yeah, you're going to have to write
That's
a
what a
thesis.
master's is about. You have to write a thesis.
They didn't tell me anything about that.
You have to. And do you know what a thesis is?
No, I know what a thesis is.
Gotta write one.
You didn't tell you either, Baxton?
Well, what do you think of math?
Here you go, in, and I'm graduating at the end of the summer.
What is the designation of a master's? Doctor of
No, master's then.
or masters of? Yeah, so you have to write a thesis. So tell me about your thesis.
Well, basically it's about sustainability, and I'm pretty much creating like the cartoon, pretty much persuading or giving college students, because that's my target, so like giving them knowledge about what goes on everyday college life and trying to keep stuff clean on campus.
Do you have recycling on campus?
Not that I've seen, but probably.
Recycling?
The only recycling I've seen at Lynn is when people leave their plates in the elevator. That's true.
So,
like the cafeteria plates.
like,
and
do
the
the dorms
cafeteria
have
cups.
recycling?
I thought a thesis was you had to create something,
Like
and
my
prove
classmate,
it,
she's doing like a like a music kind of story.
and prove it. You have to prove that what you're saying is true. Is that the way it works?
I thought your thesis would be a visual effects project.
This is the video for.
Yeah, but you have to have definition behind it. You have to be explaining something. Huh? So,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about what I wrote mine on.
Yeah, what'd you write yours
I don't
on?
remember. I think obviously it was about probably pretty much what I talk about now. Kids and fairness and our future generations. And all the things I talk about now was what I was passionate about then.
You know, I would really
All of
love
it.
to see what my mom wrote her thesis on in law school. I could only imagine what that must be like.
How long does it take to get a master's? How long are you in school for? 2 years?
1 year.
1 year?
You're 1 year?
I think I want to go to school. I want to get my master's.
I say do it.
Really?
I
Do
say
it.
In what?
Yeah.
In business?
I don't know.
Do
They
it.
have MBAs you can do on the weekend.
MBAs?
I would just do an MBA.
What's an MBA?
Masters in business.
My dad
Like-
got his law degree in his 40s.
Like-
so I say go for it.
But they honestly have classes that are completely online. You don't even need to be anywhere. You just need a computer.
I heard your classes are online.
Everything go well. Like it's a mixed bag.
What's your master's in?
Media studies. And honestly, I'm taking a class on media law right now, and it's actually quite interesting.
Is there a media production master's?
It's media studies.
How come you guys are 2 years and Josh is 1?
Because there's a 2-year program,
And
and there's a 1-year program. It's as simple as
what's
that.
the difference? Besides
One-
money.
You know, it's just one of them is the courses are a bit more bunched together and intense. The 2-year program is a bit more spread out, which, you know, I didn't want. Okay. This may sound strange to some people.
I get it.
try to stay away from stress as much as I can.
Really?
I don't like
That's not
stress.
strange.
I don't like
How many
confrontation.
classes do you take a semester?
Semester.
How many classes you take a week? Forget semester.
Once a week I do a class.
That's why.
So
And
Josh,
you do
you're
it twice a week. So
Yes.
that's why you're a year and he's 2. How expensive is it to get your master's today?
Depends on the school.
Too much.
How much? How much do you spend more or less?
25.
25,000?
Really? For your master's is 25?
No, I take that back. I had grants and some stuff, so 20.
Yeah, but what's the grand number is
20,
25, and then you have to find a way of paying.
I think mine was around 7 a semester.
So that's 14.
7
14
grand
a year?
semester.
No,
So
because of
28?
fall, spring, and summer.
Oh, it's 3, so it's 21.
Yeah.
He 25, 20. He doesn't know how to add.
But
And
then
yours
this
is the same
48
thing?
if he's doing it 2 years.
Yeah, but that's up to him.
All right, y'all. We got a couple games coming.
All right, let's see what we got.
That's interesting. I'm just trying to figure out what it would cost.
Talking finances.
We're back. Based on the emoji, guess the song.
Rump joke. Rump
No. No.
Rope jump. Rope jump.
No.
Rope-a-dope.
Rope-a-dope.
No.
Jump around.
No.
That's a good one.
Tightrope. No.
Jump around is good. I can't believe it's not
Jump.
Jump.
Oh my gosh!
Jump.
Is it really jump?
Jump.
Love. Jump. Jump.
I said jump around.
That's where you got your masters. So you jump all over the place.
What is this?
You wanted girl.
Don't you want me?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that was
How
impressive.
the hell did you get that from that mess?
Wow. You make these up, Gretchen?
Yeah, I make them up.
Candy sleep?
No.
Candy cane. Candyland.
Oh my god, you're good at this.
Good.
Do you dream in like these little emojis?
No, I'm a music junkie.
Don't
Stop
stop
breaking
believing.
my heart.
No.
Really?
There's no breaking emoji.
No, no, like
Don't stop loving
Don't
me.
stop believing.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't know about the believing part.
I couldn't find a believing emoji. That's all I could find.
Because it's a
Like believing
I
yourself.
made them. What's this?
Fall
Fart away.
No.
far away.
Far away.
No.
Falling for you.
No.
Fall together.
No.
Fall together now.
No.
Fall together now. Fall
You
together.
don't know this one? You don't know this one?
Fall for
Slip
falling
sliding
for
away.
you.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. You'll see.
Okay, let's whisper.
What? Oh! Oh!
That's a good one.
That's funny, actually.
That's it.
Boo!
That's the first one. I have another game if you want to do it.
Let's do it.
Or
Let's
let's
see
do
the
it
other
after.
game. Let's see the game. Let's see the next game.
Want to do the next game?
was fun.
Of course, because you got them all right.
We haven't talked to Grace though. Since you have a mic. We haven't talked
All right,
to Grace
take it
since,
easy.
since her premiere on Thursday night. Because Friday she wasn't really here.
I wasn't really here.
That's what I mean.
What happened? What happened after the premiere? I know you went to. They went to Fat Cats because they were talking about you guys there.
We went yesterday and they were still cleaning up from your after party.
Really?
The Fat Cats.
Then I find out that G-Man was like, what was he did to the
He was
DJ?
dapping up the DJ.
Dabbing up the
Tapping
DJ.
up the DJ.
Poor, I think Josh was the only person that was sober there, and
Josh
he was
and your
so
mom.
over it.
Yeah, I was sober the whole night. Nikki made me stay till 1:30 in the morning.
Oh no.
Was Nikki sober?
Josh was the
Okay,
DD.
that is a no.
But
Were
I
you
heard
sober?
I heard Fat Cats though
I
does not
was
charge the DD for sodas or water or anything.
Yeah, they did.
So did you eat?
I had a Corona, and that's it.
You got Corona?
It was fun. There was a little problem with people getting in at first.
Fat Cats?
That's because
Why?
they weren't 21.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to be 21.
They've done that before. Like,
I'm sorry, you got 200 people coming at you. They're going to check.
and then I looked Saturday and Friday at the same times. No bouncer. On Thursday they did though.
But
Yes.
you told them there was a party coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I thought I would be nice.
And
I thought I would be nice.
FAU now is on the map. You know, look at the basketball, look at everything. And the people are drinking. FAU has something called Black Tailgate.
Oh, blackout.
Yeah, blackout.
Yeah.
And the tailgate party. I'm going to tell you, they're going to crack down on that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Kids in there-
tailgates?
Oh my God. they're-
Supposedly, last tailgate was a wild one too, because they had a local rapper, Kodak Black, show up
Yeah.
to the tailgate.
Although I heard he didn't even sing.
They didn't.
My friend went and he stood on stage, lip sync, and smoked cigarettes.
I didn't know he smoked.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know he smoked. And the drinking is getting out of hand, and they're
Have
going to
you-
crack down on it.
So, you talk about lip syncing. Well, I think it was Mariah Carey or somebody. I think it was a New Year's Eve show, and she was drunk. And it was somebody, I don't remember who.
Stop
it was.
using names. We don't know anything what he's talking about.
So back to your event.
Yeah.
How did you guys all feel about it?
I was so happy. It went way better than I was expecting. And like everything that we prepared for went so smoothly. There was like a couple little things that like next go around we have to like look at. But when the whole point of the event was basically to show like our friends and family the film before we have to like hush hush, because for festivals and all like the competitions and stuff we cannot show it again. So like we got a chance to show all of our friends and family, and everyone like got to see it, and now like it is a
What was the
secret.
feedback you got?
Everyone loved it.
It's too short.
Well,
I wanted longer. I was just getting into it, and it ended. I said, what?
Well, what we're gonna try to do is go to like Netflix and Hulu and be like, we made this, let's make it a Netflix original, and then they pay for it. They pay us to make the rest of it, and then they put their name on it.
I heard that there was
So-
longer than usually shorts are. Shorts are usually like 15, 18 minutes. This is
Yeah.
over 30.
Yeah.
So,
Ours was pretty long. It didn't feel long because there was so much going on plot wise, and it takes like a lot for the viewer to like get into it. But then once you do, you're hooked, and then we end it. We just like.
I have so many questions, but I can't reveal the plot. Right? Like, why was she with the roommate if she didn't like him to that degree?
That's
and
the
then and then
psychological
the one that
aspect
she
of it.
liked, he was just like jerky.
That's a he said, she said, triangular.
It's like the girls always like the
quadruple-
yucky guys.
Yeah, it's all the mystery
And the ones
behind
that
it.
like you're like,
You know what
kick
she
them to
told
the
me?
side.
Well, you decide the end, which was
It
a
is.
brilliant answer.
I wrote it so that it doesn't end in the theater, it ends in the car ride home.
That's right. And everybody was talking about that afterwards. And that when people tell you, oh, it's too short, or they tell you this, or they tell you that, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
that
Well,
means it makes
when
longer.
Well, we're going about it two ways. So if we're gonna try to sell it to a streaming service, and like after it goes through festivals, and then have them make it into a feature. But then we also talked about making it into a TV show and having what you guys saw be the pilot, and then do it in 30-minute increments from here on out.
And then I love the business side of your crew. Like Nikki came with Ponce de Leon, so I can remember his name, and there was another guy to the event on Saturday night. And she was talking to Iman, and she was talking
Ryan Senator,
and talking to everyone about what's it take and how do you get to the next level and all of that stuff. So it's not just you guys making the movie; it's the professionalism and the business side that I got to watch Nikki ask them what was next. How do you go about growing it? I thought it was really cool to see you guys in college actually doing that.
Well, Roy was asking me what you're doing next. He says, what's in the pipe? Are they working on the next one in the pipeline? So well, they just did this one. Oh, no. You got to do 10, 20 of these things because one is never going to be enough for anybody. And they're going to ask for track record.
I kind of have an idea of where I want Peach Wine to go, like story-wise. So I'm going to put all my effort into like making the feature or like writing it how I want it to go, if I want it to be a TV show or a movie. And then we have to come up with another short film concept.
That's what he was
You
saying.
should do one about the cafe.
I will.
About Baxton.
Everyone.
No, not
We
Baxton.
got one final game.
Not Baxton.
Not Baxton?
No. Because that would be crazy horse having car pile up. I mean, all that noise.
But it was fantastic. It was great to meet your mom, and you were like a mini version of your mom. Your mannerisms are exactly the same, and your brother's so different. Is he like your dad?
Yeah, 100%. It's literally like carbon copies of my mom and my dad. It's crazy. But I'm so happy you say that. I wish I could be like my mom. I hope to be like my mom. My mom is she like owns her construction company in Washington D.C. and she's all scary, and I'm like, oh, I want
Whose
to be
company
like
was it? Your grandparents?
Yeah, my grandfather started it, and then he passed away and passed it to my mom, and now
And
she
she
runs
said she
it.
inherited a construction company.
Your mother's so funny. I said to her, I heard you drive over an hour to go to work and an hour to come back home. She says, yeah. And I says, how do you do that? She says, it's a job. Just like nonchalant. It's a work. It's a job. It's job. It's my family's business. And you do what you got to do. And she's so right.
She does meetings in her car. So like she usually like calls people when she's driving, so like her day starts and ends later because she like usually doesn't get into the office until later, but like she'll be like making calls and stuff, and then if not, she's like listening to books or something.
She's right.
The crazy thing about DC is you can go 5 miles and it takes you 30 minutes. So
yeah.
she may only be 10 miles away. I don't know how far she is, but
She
it could
says
take
it
an
takes her
hour.
over an hour. Going to Miami from Fort Lauderdale used to take me an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So what I did was I made my car my office. So I had the phone calls transferred in. I'm driving on the headset, I had my coffee and everything else here because it's going to be an hour and 20 minutes. And if it rained, it could be 2 hours before I get down to Miami. And this is every day.
That's what my mom does. Our house is Christmas tree farm. So Maryland is split in half by Chesapeake Bay, and we live on the eastern side. So we live in farm country. And then my mom lives like on the border of DC and Maryland. So she doesn't have to drive into the city, but she's like right there.
Right on
like
the border?
she's on the Beltway.
Do you live in a tree?
Do I live in the tree?
You know, is there like a tree house?
No, I live in like a cabin looking thing.
You have
show
a
guys
cabin?
picture. It looks, it's
Is there a real cabin?
It's not a real cabin, but it looks like a cabin. It's not.
Is cinder block?
No, it's, what's it made of? Some of it's cinder block, but
That must be so cool. She built it or bought it that way or?
so they built it and then renovated it. Yeah. And added
You gotta give us pictures.
I'll send you
I had a dream that we were doing a movie in here.
Yeah.
And what they did is they took Baxton and they put him in a closet. and Baxton was the scary man in the closet. And he's banging on it. There's an arm sticking out because he wants to get out. And that was the creative thought of what we do in here. We had it in the closet.
I bet Baxton's favorite holiday is Halloween. No.
What is it?
Christmas.
Christmas. Amen. Because, like,
You're
I'm
gonna
a
be Santa
family-
Claus this year?
Huh?
You're gonna be Santa Claus this year?
I don't
got
know,
the
because,
kids
like,
coming
the
again.
children were scared
They're
of
coming
me.
back.
Because, like, when I came out, that,
Do you know why?
Some of them screamed.
Do you know why? You act like a crazy person. Santa Claus has to be reserved.
They're coming back, I think, December 15th.
One of them screamed.
Are you gonna be here December 15th?
I should be.
I don't think it's the 15th.
I gotta look. She confirmed
Yeah,
the date.
but, like, back to the reason why I love Christmas. Like,
Are you
it's
gonna
all
be here on the
about-
15th?
I should be, yes.
Then you have to be Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But this time we're gonna tone you down. Josh is gonna take some of your batteries out.
The 8th.
December
I'll be chill.
8th.
I'll be chill.
The 8th.
December 8th.
Now we have Thanksgiving coming. We haven't said anything about Thanksgiving.
So we want to play a game first?
We're making the mac and cheese.
All right, let's see. Fall trivia. Throw us right into
Ooh.
Thanksgiving.
What trivia?
Fall.
Fall trivia.
Which of these squashes is known for its deep green color? Patty pan, sweet dumpling, or kobacha? It's got to be kobacha.
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 But I never knew that's what it's
'Cause it's
called.
called squash.
Kombucha.
It's all called squash. Is that what kombucha is made of? Is squash? No. And
Yeah.
ancient Greek, who is the goddess of harvest? Demeter, Rhea, or Melania?
Melania.
Rhea.
Please, the button.
No Rhea.
Demeter.
Yes. Really? Yeah.
Who knew?
These are all guesses.
Yes, 100% the goddess of the harvest. Which president made Thanksgiving a national holiday? Oh, that's a good one.
Roosevelt.
Zachary Taylor,
Yeah,
Abraham
Roosevelt.
Lincoln, or
Theodore Roosevelt.
No.
Wow, Zachary Taylor.
Zachary
Kennedy says.
Taylor.
No.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Look who's here. Abraham Lincoln himself. Look at that.
Appreciate the imposter car out there.
Did your hair grow?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Great.
Extension. No.
What imposter
Grapes.
car?
Same car out there as mine. I thought I was gonna walk
Imposter.
after I came out of my car.
Grapes make his hair grow. Did you know that?
What, you sleep in the parking lot?
All right. In what year did the U.S. Postal Service launch an official Thanksgiving stamp? 1985, 1996, or 2001?
85.
Wow.
No.
96.
No.
2001?
2001?
2001, everybody.
Wow.
You knew that? You should have known that way. Because you work for the Postal Service?
No, it was something my mom said a very long time ago.
Last question.
Which U.S. state raises the most turkeys? Minnesota, Colorado, or Michigan?
Michigan.
Colorado.
Minnesota.
I think it was Minnesota. I don't
She
remember.
thinks. She doesn't remember the answer.
What's cooking?
Minnesota.
There you go.
How you doing? Did you work last night?
No.
You slept?
Yeah.
Not really.
Now you always slept. Not too much sleep.
I'm just.
Your hair exploded.
I went to Volkswagen. They were just playing around with me. That's it.
You went to Volkswagen last night?
No, this morning, just now.
What's wrong with your car?
I just needed, I think, an oil change. They
Take
put
it
a
across the
black
street.
dipstick in the oil.
What?
So how am I gonna find out what oil is?
The dipstick?
It's black.
Yeah, so you clean it, you put it in, and then you hold it
I
up.
don't think
You
he's
look at it.
understanding. It's
The
black.
dipstick itself is black.
Yeah, you can't see it.
You should see the reflection.
You can see the
I mean, you can
wetness on
see
the
the
oil.
oil, but it's difficult. It's supposed to be silver dipstick. You can see the oil. The hole in the two holes in the dipstick. You know where the oil level. None of that. Just a black dipstick. So I went there today and they were telling me, "Oh, you gotta leave the car." I just looked them in their face. Thank you.
Why
and I
you
got
need
in
an
my
oil change? You just got the car.
It's just moving weird. I know when the car is moving weird, so I just stop it. That's why I was gonna do it myself.
So you gotta leave the car for them to change the oil?
Something weird. I just told them, all right. I took my keys and rode off. I was going to Delray, but too far.
You can go right across the street.
I'm gonna just go to the Volkswagen
Who was
down
that?
the street from my house in the morning.
Who was that?
Your
Walking
hair does
very
look really
quickly.
good.
Thank you.
Very busy. All right, ready to wrap this up? I think we got Megan coming in to sing today.
No.
She canceled? Yes, we don't.
She
have Megan
canceled
coming in
because
today.
she had to work.
Oh, okay.
And she can't make it tomorrow either because she gotta work.
Okay, Baxton is going to be singing it today.
What's up, Grace?
Ooh,
And Braxton just broke my painting.
you gonna sing Amazing Grace today, Baxton?
Amazing Grace.
Leave me a check at the door.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. It is a compassion. What are we doing?
And back to that again.
Thanksgiving compassion. More to come. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.